Hi, I'm Client A.
And I'm Client B.
And you're watching Soundcheck
at Dear Beston. It's your favourite, Kurt.
Absolutely love David Bowie. Love his track. I love his Berlin phase. Just think he's just the most... He, for me, is probably the most iconic person ever in pop music. He's actually quite underrated now, I think. I think what happened to David Bowie is he carried on making music. He should have stopped after Ashes to Ashes or China Girl. Let's Dance, he just stopped there. But he carried on making music, and it wasn't very good. So his early stuff is just absolutely... I mean, I just remember this. I still play it, I love it. I love so much... I mean, when I die, I want to... Loads to be played at my funeral. And Wild as the Wind is one of my favourite all-time tracks. I still cry when I listen to that track. I just love him. I'm in love with him. I would have married him if he'd asked me. Yep, we love Robert.
Yeah.
Robert is he's actually one of our best friends now. Whenever I come to Berlin, I always meet Robert for breakfast. And he always buys me 2 fried eggs and a cup of coffee at the Nola's cafe in the park in Berlin. And we meet regularly. He calls me Catty, not Kate. We have a little email correspondence.
He's so adorable.
I love Daff. I mean, we actually love Daff before we love Robert.
Yay! This reminds me of many a school disco. I bought my first single, that was Madonna, and I had to hide it under the bed because my mum didn't approve of either Madonna or pop music particularly, but particularly Madonna. I'll just never forgive her for not letting me go and see Madonna in Leeds when she played. All my friends went and I wasn't allowed. I was locked in my bedroom. I think it was all the crucifixes. She wasn't impressed because my parents are very religious. But I love Madonna. I think it's just the way that she's managed to just reinvent and reinvent and reinvent and keep going. And, you know, she's just so driven, so determined. She was never the best dancer, never the best singer, but look at her, she's just amazing. She's iconic, she's the business. Oh, I love this song so much. The words are just so sad.
I think after Bowie, they're probably my second favourite ever band. New Order. I think their melodies, everything about them, the lyrics, the way that he sings his
them.
voice.
He's so raw and honest. It's just, I love his voice. It's gorgeous.
I just think they got the whole package as well. They had amazing imagery. Peter Saville did their imagery. They had amazing covers. They were just really clever. They were like the equivalent of a British Kraftwerk, I think.
Yeah. Best bass lines ever.
Totally admire them.
Yeah, utterly.
And they're absolute rock and roll party animals as well.
And just everything,
party animals.
Everything that they've been through, you know, they just have this sort of. There's just a real dynamic going on as well between the band members and stuff as well, and they're still at it. I don't think they'll ever give it up.
I remember seeing them at the Q Awards, and Barney was just had a bottle of whiskey in one hand and his wife in the other, and they couldn't even stand up. And then Peter was in the corner, he was off his trolley as well. And I thought, they're like in their 40s and they are just going for it still. They are absolute animals out there, and they still make great music. They're true rock and rollers. They're not boring, bland muso people that lots of bands turn into when they've had success. They're still at it, and they're still mad.
They're still naughty.
Yeah,
we love it. I first heard this on Top of the Pops when I was quite young, and I remember my dad just grabbed me and just went, "This is the future of music, listen," and made me sit there and watch it, and I was just like, what's going on? Where's the guitars? And my dad was like, listen to it. What about you, Kate?
I just love Kraftwerk. I mean, we probably saw more from Kraftwerk than any other, not so much musically, but image. You know, I love the fact they're just very faceless on their covers, and, you know, we tried to be the female Kraftwerk in a way, and the best thing was having Carl Bartos coming to our gigs and writing us little messages saying you're my favourite band, and, you know, never give up, what you do is really special, and I really admire you. So I think that probably my most special band is Kraftwerk.
I guess Praise from Heroes is just amazing.
They're really clever, innovators.